Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we'll be looking at the Dita, the answer. Quite the name, considering what they are in my opinion, but let's get to it. They come with this very snazzy looking case, golden zipper and sort of semi-hard case. It is a hard case, but it's not, like a Pelican case. I do think for the price they should probably be considering getting some real leather for the zipper here, but whatever. This is just an accessory, not what we're actually buying, if we're honest. It does the job. Inside you'll find the in-ear monitors themselves and a variety of extra tips, all of them in these little baggies to keep them sorted. Very nice case, does the job. Cool sort of logo imprint on here. Nothing too exceptional there. In-ear monitors themselves have a massively heavy cable. Let's just see if I can get these untangled. That's surprisingly sometimes a bit of an issue in itself. Surprising considering these heavy cables are usually very good with that. There we go. So, in-ear monitors themselves, quite sort of a simple and classic design. As you can see, just milled aluminium blocks with a seam on the middle. It's a very good seam, small, with a port in it. I don't know if that's actually a small port. If you can see it there. They have a small port there, which I don't know if that's actually going all the way through or it's from the casting. I'm supposing it's probably a small air vent for the driver, since it's got a dynamic drive in there. Strain relief is simply a block of rubber, so no detachable cables here, which goes right into a ROP isolated cable here. The tips are completely standard. It's a somewhat thick nozzle, but I think most tips should fit on here if you have a preference for some other brand. But apart from that, pretty run-of-the-mill. Nice sort of, I'm supposing, laser engraved logo on the top. Looks pretty snazzy. The cable itself has a splitter in the middle, which is basically the same thing as the in-ear monitors themselves, just not as beveled. It's a very big sort of aluminium block, which again is milled. It says Dita on there, on both sides, and it has this rubber piece here, which slides down here onto it and fits on top like that. Some people actually don't even notice that you can move it because it goes a bit sort of with resistance, which is good. Fits there, but I don't know if you can tell how big this cable actually is, but it is quite heavy and somewhat unwieldy, to be honest, and it does actually have the issue of sometimes wrestling the in-ears out your ears. At the end of it you find a equally chunky plug, which is, however, is very nice. See if I can get it to focus up here. Come on, camera, play nice. No, well, you can maybe see it here. It's carbon fiber on aluminium barrel with a rubber strain relief, which is quite stiff, but considering how big the cable is, it does decently. 3.5mm jack, no controls on it. No real recess to speak of, so if you have a phone case you may want to check if it actually fits in there, otherwise you'll need an adapter, so to speak. Yeah, physically very high quality, but a bit unwieldy due to the heavy cable. As you can see, it basically has its own life. Now, from there, to be honest, on that part, whether it's the answer, so to speak, I'd say questionable, but it's definitely good. And what you'd expect for the price that these retail for, which is quite high at this point. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's I do believe it's like $800 or so. It's definitely up there. Sound-wise is where it gets a bit strange. Their sound signature is really weird, if you ask me. They have a sort of, I don't really know if I should call it bright sound, but it's just sort of all over the place. they generally, to take the points that the bits that I can actually decipher from their sound, they are quite detailed. They have a nice open soundstage, fairly large for an in-ear monitor, which is usually the case with these dynamic driver in-ear monitors. It's decently sort of precise, and in general it's very good. But the sound signature itself is really a bit strange. It's sort of a bit bright. It's not that sort of bass focused and not that mid focused either, but it's not completely off. It's just, I honestly can't really describe it. It's just strange. As a result, I'm afraid I just can't recommend these for the price, because at their price they're competing with the likes of the IE800, the SE846, and now also Noble Audio's Savant and the likes, which are very well sorted in sort of their sound signature. They are very grounded and sort of know what they're doing, where these seem to be just strange. So to be honest, I'd say if you're looking for something a very clean, stylish looking in-ear monitor in the high-end class, you can go with these. They are definitely not terrible, they're not bad. They're just not really living up to their price tag and their name, if you ask me. So if you care about style and you like these, then I'd say go right ahead if you prefer these over many of the others simply on that point. But if you're going for sound, I'd say if you want sort of a lively signature, which is what I think these are trying to do, then I'd say go with the Sennheiser IE800 instead. That's also a dynamic driver in-ear monitor, which is fairly stylish, and I'd say that's just flat out better. So yeah, like I said, sadly I can't really recommend these, to be honest. Not at the price point and not with that sound signature, but they aren't hopeless. They need a bit of work, and as far as I can understand, they are Dita's first endeavour into making headphones in general. So, well, it's certainly a good try for a first one, but I'd say they have some work to do. But as far as I can hear, they are working on a new model, so I'll be looking forward to hopefully someday potentially hearing that. That's really all I have to say about these. Sort of a sordid affair, but so be it. If you have any questions about them, I'll see if I can help you. Like I said, I myself am a bit confused about what to think about these, but the fact that I haven't really been using them that much after the initial listening says it all, I think. But any questions, I'll see if I can answer them. If you like the review or like any of the other reviews on my channel and want more, then feel free to thumbs up and subscribe. That's all for now, folks, and have a good night.